it's Shay, and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a complete review of the Honey So Sweet manga. So very recently, I finished the very last volume, which is volume 8, and instead of me doing a review just on that particular volume, I decided just to review in total about the entire manga as a whole. So briefly, I am going to give you a synopsis of what Honey So Sweet is about. So Honey So Sweet is about a girl by the name of Now who meets a boy by the name of Taiga, whom they then start calling Tai, who is a delinquent at her school, and he always gets into fights, and he has kind of what they call a mean face, so not a lot of people approach him. But Now ends up being super sweet and nice and ends up helping Tai when he needs it the most. This causes Tai to really like Now, and they end up dating. And that's pretty much what the entire synopsis of the manga is about. And it just kind of goes through the, I don't want to say trials and tribulations of their relationship, but more so you just see the progress of their relationship and some of the issues that they go through. So I will say that right off the bat, I enjoyed this manga a lot. It is a really sweet manga. I feel like it's really easy to read, and it's kind of like a comfort manga if you're looking for something that doesn't have too much drama, but actually has a deeper meaning underneath it all. And what I mean by not a lot of drama is that there are only 2 instances that I can really think of where someone kind of comes in and tries to disrupt the two. So one of them is a boy by the name of Futami, who kind of comes in as a way to try and steal Now away from Tai. Another is a girl by the name of Miyabi, who comes in the latter end of the series, who actually also wants to kind of take Tai away from Now, but she's a little bit innocent, and it's not as manipulative as you would think, you know, when it comes to a girl trying to steal your man away. But there is an underlying issue regarding this manga, regarding their entire relationship, which is kind of the process of just growing up. This is definitely a coming to age manga, and it definitely shows how the main character Now grows throughout the entire series. When you first meet Now, she is just a sweet, innocent little girl. She's kind of shy, doesn't really speak up for herself. But by the end of the manga, she has learned that she needs to tell people how she feels. She should tell people, you know, when something is bothering her. And she shouldn't be afraid to voice her opinion to others, especially to Tai. Originally, at first, she was very afraid to tell Tai how she felt, whether the good or the bad, for fear that pretty much that Tai would break up with her, or fear that people would look at her differently. And I related to this a lot because I speak up for myself every now and then, but I am someone who definitely really thinks about what other people think about them, especially when I say something that may not be the most nicest thing in the world, but I'm just voicing my opinion. But I do get kind of afraid of that. So seeing Now like this, I actually really related to. Also, with dealing with the issues of growing up, it also dealt with how parents feel watching their kids grow up. Now, at the beginning, you realize, or you find out, that Now's parents have actually passed away, and she's been basically growing up with her uncle, I believe, and his name is So. And So has taken care of Now since she was a baby, and now to see her growing up and having a boyfriend, it's a little bit tough on him. And you see this strain in their relationship where Now doesn't come home one time and he gets extremely worried. Or you see when Now actually learns that So has put a lot of his life on hold for her, and then she realizes that she's pretty much been sitting around like a pampered little princess, which is her words, and So has been putting his entire life on hold for her, and it's kind of time for her to grow up. So you kind of see this change start to happen, and you also see what parents go through when they're seeing their kids grow up. And for me, even though I don't have any kids, you know, I have my parents, and it made me realize how my parents probably felt seeing me as I got older and went from, you know, middle school to high school to college, and then now at this point I'm living on my own with a fiance, and my parents actually realizing that, you know, I'm not the little girl that I used to be anymore, and that they do have to have their own lives. And even though they do, they had to learn that, and also to realize that my time is split between so many people now, whereas before I spent all my time with them, but now I'm spending my time with friends and my spouse and everybody else. So there's, you know, it basically showed that that side, which was pretty interesting to show, because I don't think a lot of, especially shoujo mangas, tend to show that. I think a lot of them really just focus on the relationship between the two individuals and not so much of the relationship going on behind the scenes between the character themselves and their family. And that's one thing I have to say I really liked about this manga, was that they showed that aspect. And that's why I really do recommend a lot of people definitely read it, and definitely read it because the main character grew up in so many different ways and didn't just stay one note throughout the entire series. One thing that I wish that they would have showed more, though, is that I wish that they would have showed more of Ty's family. The only person you meet in his family is his mother, but he does mention that he has an older brother. But as far as I remember from reading it, I don't remember them actually ever introducing his older brother, and you just don't see that aspect. But that was okay, because you still had to meet his mom, and his mom was definitely a great character to have introduced in the series. So if I had to honestly say, do I recommend people read this manga? I do. But if you're looking for something, like I mentioned, that has more drama in it, this probably isn't the manga for you, because I know that was one thing that I kind of got frustrated about at first, was that the resolutions or the problems that happened got resolved fairly quickly, and it felt like the manga would kind of leave you on a cliffhanger for like one volume, and then it's resolved in the next one, which just happened so quickly for me, because I'm just used to, I guess, in anime, things being dragged out a little bit longer, that to see this be resolved quickly was kind of strange. But also I do realize that you're dealing with, I think like high school kids, so it's probably why they decided to resolve it quickly. And once again, like I said, it's probably because of the underlying tones that were in the manga that were the most important parts. So that's probably why. But if you're once again looking for something just super sweet, just super quick to read, and that just leaves you, feeling, I don't want to say fulfilled, but just leaves you feeling happy, and just leaves you kind of going, that's an interesting take on it, then I definitely recommend reading Honey So Sweet. So like I mentioned before in my previous videos, I was reading Honey So Sweet on the Viz Media manga app. Each volume you do have to pay for, and each volume is about $6.99, which isn't that bad considering I believe in the stores each manga is about $10. And since a lot of bookstores are closed, this might be the best bet right now. The layout is super easy to read. The application itself isn't bad. I just wish they had more that was free as opposed to having to pay for them, but I do recommend checking out that app, and I also recommend checking out the manga Honey So Sweet. It's 8 volumes, so it's actually pretty short compared to other mangas or other shoujo mangas that I've actually read before. So yeah, that's what I have to say to you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey that I was on, because I reviewed every single volume of this manga, and I now realize I'm actually just gonna actually review the entire manga as a whole once I finish it, as opposed to every single volume, because I just feel like I have more to say after I finished it rather than when I finished just one book. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave links below to all my social media accounts. I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I have a blog. It's all going to be linked down below. Just check me out on those other platforms. I post pictures, anime pictures on my Instagram a lot. On Twitter, I post my opinions about either shows I'm currently watching or manga I'm reading, or just wishing people to have a good day. I just want people to stay as positive as possible, especially with what's going on today. And on my blog, I usually post the links for this video on my blog. I do come out with other separate blog posts on my blog though as well every now and then. It's pretty rare, though I do want to try and get back into writing more. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and of course please subscribe if you haven't already. Just in case you guys are enjoying my content, I would really appreciate it. And also click the bell icon so that you know when I come out with new videos, which are every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So yeah, 3 times a week you'll be seeing this face. But yeah, once again, hope you guys have a great day. Like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy in today's day and age. Please stay healthy, and also please stay safe. All right, you guys.